Welcome to Advanced Solutions How-To session. Today's session will cover how to modify style configuration within Room Reserve. Let's begin by signing into the staff side of the room reservation system. You will need to know your administrative password for today's session. So here in the password box, I will type in my administrative password, and I could either hit the Enter key on my keyboard, or I could do a simple click over the Login button here. Once the room reservation system opens, it will open up to the home page. Within the home page, you are able to make modifications to many areas within the system. For instance, you have your reservation maintenance, you have setup, settings, quick view, and reports. Now, because we have the administrative level, we do have access to the setup as well as settings within the room reservation system. If I hover over other items in the toolbar, such as reservation maintenance, reports, room setup, and system settings, you will see under those drop-downs that it is the exact same items that we have in the box on the home page. So if I was to come into Request Reservations and needed to get back to my home page, I could come back up here to my toolbar and select Home. If I needed more information about the actual program, I would select the About from the toolbar. And as you can see within the About, it will give me information about what version I'm on, the vendor, support, website, and manuals. This becomes very important when you're contacting support because they will need to know what version you are on. For today's session, we will need to come over to Settings, go to System Settings, and select System Configuration and Settings. Once the Style Configuration Maintenance page opens, you will notice there are a bunch of headers that we can hover over and select and make modifications to. The one that we're working on today is going to be our style configuration. So as you can see here, this is the style configuration layout. And we have general display properties, event title properties, list display properties, and then we also have calendar display properties. Now I find this to be the most fun part of changing my system to make it more unique for our library. So if I come up here to the general display properties and I select the plus sign, it opens up different areas that I can make modifications to as far as color. So for instance, the first one that you see here is the body text color. If I come over here and I select the word pick and I select a color and then I select save, you will see what it changes. It changed my header up here at the top. So the body text color changed my style configuration maintenance header to the pink color that I had chose. The body background color, if I choose pick, let's choose blue this time, and I select save, will change the entire background. Now as you can see, you want to be careful when you're selecting these colors because they can become quite obnoxious. If you find that you are at a point where you can't return or you don't know what colors to use, we could come down and load factory defaults. It will ask, are you sure you want to erase all the changes? And we'll say OK. And it brings us back to where we began. Other items in general display properties would be body font type. I could change it from Arial to maybe Times New Roman. So now as you can see, it changed the font that you see here. We also have link colors, link rollover colors, visited link colors, button text color, button border colors, header, background color. All can be changed just by hovering over the pick and selecting and making your color changes. So you could really make this more unique for your library. This all will appear either within the section that you're updating or within this calendar to show you your updates. If I scroll down and I go to event title properties, This would be for the events that display in the calendar. If I wanted to change the color for event text color, or event title background color, or event title border, I again would select the pick and then choose my colors. If I come down to just list display properties, again, I have all of these options to change my colors. And this would be for any list that display within our system. And then coming down, we have the calendar display properties. And as you can see, there's a whole slew of options for us to change the coloring there as well, all managed the same as what we saw before. Just by selecting the pick, you would receive a color box where you can select your color that you would like to have displayed. Once you're done making all of your changes, you would obviously select the Save button for each one of those sections, and the colors would display over here to the right hand side to give you an idea of what it would look like. Once you're done making your modifications to the style configuration maintenance, you would come over here to the left hand side of your screen and select the back button, and this would bring you back to the home page of the room reservation maintenance page. Once you're done making your modifications, you could simply log off.